Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Milt here to do another video. This time I'm with my boy Cortez. We're going to talk about the Cavs winning the title and also the NBA draft and some NBA stories. So first with Cortez, LeBron,
Yes, sir.
won his third title.
Yep.
Beat Golden State. What do you think?
First of all, congrats LeBron and the Cavs and whatnot, but definitely LeBron. I think, as we all know, that was a historical feat, man.
Oh yeah, it was.
I was pulling for the Cavs, as you know. So I was rooting for them.
We both was.
We was going crazy and whatnot. I didn't think they could pull it. Once they went down 3-1, I didn't think it was going to be possible. But to me, LeBron showed his greatness.
Mm-hmm.
He showed why he is on the pantheon of great NBA legends.
I agree.
So I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the city of Cleveland. And I don't want nobody else talking anymore against LeBron and saying that he's not great, because this series, he proved why he's the real MVP and why he's a top 5 greatest player of all time.
I agree. I mean, that's well said. I think LeBron proved that he still is the best player in the league. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. Mm-hmm. All those Steph Curry dick riders out there, let's keep it real. Steph Curry's great. Yeah. He deserved to win the MVP the last 2 years. I'll give him that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, LeBron's right. Let's look at best player. Let's look at most valuable.
Exactly.
LeBron's the best player in the league. And all these motherfuckers out here saying, oh, LeBron's a crybaby, talking that shit, blah, blah, blah. No. Yeah. He's just keeping it real. Like, I'm sorry. About time LeBron steps up and keeps it real. Like he did in that celebration speech in the parade. He kept it real. He dropped F-bombs. He talked shit. He congratulated his teammates in the city.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Keep doing that.
And I also think, when it comes to Steph Curry, to me, if you ask me, he wasn't even the most valuable player on the team. It was Draymond Green.
Hell, even according to fucking Mark Jackson, all them motherfuckers, Klay Thompson's the best two-way player in the league.
Exactly.
Which I still think is BS. Like, he's nice, but he ain't Kawhi, he ain't LeBron.
Exactly. So how can you even be the MVP on your team when you're saying that this guy's the best two-way player in the league and this guy is really the most valuable player to your team and whatnot? Mm-hmm. So how are you the MVP? You know what I'm saying? If you look at Game 7 and whatnot, it was Draymond. You're the MVP of the league, and you only dropped 17 points in the Game 7.
And Klay Thompson, I think, had a better series than
exactly. So it's, to me, again, the whole notion that Steph was better than LeBron.
Stop.
If you're talking about offense, yes, he has an offensive prowess that hasn't been seen for decades.
I mean, I think when it comes to offense, he's the greatest shooter I've ever seen.
Yes,
besides Reggie Miller, Ray Allen.
You're right.
But he can't take it to the rack like LeBron.
You're right, and that was proven in this series. If you watch throughout the whole entire series, from game to game, if Steph didn't get his 3-point shot off, he didn't have a good game.
Yeah.
Ever. And that showed more evidently in game 7, where he had people like Kevin Love
defending him.
And he won't even go to the basket.
And let's keep it real. Kevin Love ain't the greatest defender. And he can defend in the post. He can't defend in the perimeter.
No.
Hell, even Tristan Thompson was D'ing him up a little bit.
And if that was Russell Westbrook who had Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love on him, he'd ate him up.
He would have went right around to the basket, dunked on somebody.
So that to me just shows.
Even in the Western Conference Finals, you said it. You was like Milton. You was like the OKC exposed Stephen Curry.
Exactly.
If you get physical with him, get in his face, and be aggressive, he can't do shit.
Yeah, and I honestly think the Cavs really knocked Steph off his throne in this series. Mm-hmm. They showed the world, look, you're good, but you're not that good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And let's keep real, people. We're not dick riding and hating on Steph Curry. We're acknowledging he's a great player. But we're going to point out the flaws, too. Like all those LeBron haters, say, oh, LeBron's this, LeBron's that. He can't do this. He can't do that. He just proven it. He just proved it. He put up triple-double in Game 4, 41 in Game 5, 41 in Game 6, triple-double in Game 7. Get out.
And that's the thing, like Mil said, it's not that we're knocking Steph and whatnot, but you have all these LeBron haters want to criticize everything he does. Everything. Like, let's be real. The first game, he scored 25 points, and everybody was saying, that's not good enough. What?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but then that same game, Steph only scored like 15 points.
Yeah.
But people weren't getting on him.
And I know they blew him out the first 2 games. Yeah. But at the same time, Steph couldn't do nothing. You look at that game 1, he was like, Steph ain't doing shit.
It was the bench.
The bench stuff. The bench is the reason why. Let's keep it real. You look at the whole series.
Oh, yeah.
This should have been over in 6.
You're right.
Cleveland won the last 3 out of 4, and they just yucked up Game 3, or Game 4, excuse me. They should have won this in 6. We said this last year. If Kyrie was healthy last year, I think the Cavs win that series. And Kyrie said that.
And I say this, too. I think, to me, and I think to a lot of people, too, and people may not want to acknowledge is that I personally believe Kyrie proved that he's better than Steph. Because if you look at the total package, when I look at somebody, I don't look just at what you can do on offense. both ends of the ball. I see, especially when you're on offense, I see, can you attack the rim? Can you create your own shot? You know, Kyrie Irving proved he can do that. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, he's not the greatest defender in the world, but at least Kyrie is willing to guard the other player's best player. You saw this whole series, he was guarding Steph. He was giving Steph problems. Mm-hmm. You know, and offensively, he was eating Steph up. Oh, you know, and if he had smaller guys on him, he's going around to the basket, getting his shot off. To me, Steph can't do that. And that proved it again. That Steph cannot do that.
I agree. And like I said, look, we're going to end this part of the show because, like I said, we already know LeBron's great. We already know that. You know, I think LeBron solidified and cemented his legacy. He won one for Cleveland. Now he can do whatever he wants. Whether he's going to leave, he'll probably going to stay for sure. But he can leave in a couple years and go play with his boys, Chris Paul, Carmelo, Durant, whomever. Like, that's fine. Go play with the motherfuckers because that's what I want to see. I want to see that old head All-Star team eventually.
Don't be shocked if. And just because you said Chris Paul, don't be shocked if you see a Kevin Love trade for Chris Paul. Don't be shocked because I can see that happening.
He said it. So our next story, you know, we got the NBA draft that just happened this past week. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch much of it. He watched more of it than I did. But, I mean, I saw Ben Simmons got drafted 1 and Brandon Ingram, you know what I'm saying? Chris Dunn, all the motherfuckers went. Like, when it comes to who won the draft, it's easy to say Philadelphia did because they got old boy Ben Simmons, but at the same time, I like what the Lakers did.
Yeah,
I like Brandon Ingram. I think he's gonna be a good player. He's gonna be an all-star. I think Ben Simmons will be too, but it's Philadelphia, people. They haven't done shit the last how many years?
I also would say that to me, Ben Simmons it fits the prototype player of the NBA today. Mm-hmm. You know, he's what 6'8". 6'7", 6'8".
6'8".
He can shoot from the outside, get to the inside, create his own shot. Yeah. You know, he's very versatile. Now, granted, of course, everybody generally recognizes Simmons as a number overall pick, whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you really look at Simmons' game at LSU,
actually 6'10".
They're 6'10". There you go.
6'10", yeah.
So if you look at Simmons' game at LSU, Simmons he only had an inside game. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't very versatile. He doesn't have a very good jump shot. Yeah. You know, I think the thing that annoys me most about the Ben Simmons is that a lot of people are comparing him to LeBron.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
They need to stop that.
LeBron had an all-around game coming into the league out of high school. Yeah. Ben Simmons does not. I do believe, though, that Simmons will be a good player for a long time. I think Brandon Ingram is an all-star type player.
Let's keep real. I think Ben is going to be legit. I think if he gets the right tutelage, I mean, anything can change from this point on. If he gets in LeBron's ear, LeBron gets in his ear, and he gets with some legend. Work on his post game, work on his jump shot. He can be nasty. He got a handle. He already can rebound, get a little bit bigger, get a little bit stronger. He could be the next best player in the league, but we'll have to see. So
I agree.
Like I said, I think those two picks are like the biggest one. Obviously, 1 and 2. There's other ones out there, but again, I didn't watch it that much because.
I'll say this about the draft. I think one team that royally screwed this up was Sacramento. Sacramento had the number 8 pick. They traded away to go down to number 13. They also picked up the 26th pick. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, Sacramento drafted 2 centers. Mind you, they have universally the best center in the game right now, Boogie Cousins. And they also, last year, if everybody remembers, they drafted Willie Cauley-Stein out of Kentucky. So to pick up 2 more centers.
So really the Kings are like the Detroit Lions of old.
Pretty much.
The receivers all
exactly. And it doesn't make sense. And I think Boogie Cousins, he put up a tweet the other day that said, Lord, help me, please.
Lord, give me strength.
Yeah, Lord, give me strength. If I'm Boogie Cousins right now, for your career, I'm demanding a trade.
Yeah, get me the fuck out of here.
Boogie Cousins will never touch the playoffs.
Let's keep it real. I fucked with the Sacramento Kings' colors. I like that purple, white, and black. But they're not the Kings with like Chris Webber and all them motherfuckers. Vlade Divac, you're running that franchise. Come on, yo.
You know what? It's funny. A lot of people
send him to the Lakers or send him to the Spurs.
A lot of people don't blame Vlade, but I do. Because Vlade knows basketball, and it's like, what are you doing? You're destroying this young player's career. I mean, again, he is the best center in the league right now. And again, Boogie, if you're out there listening and whatnot, you're watching, demand that trade, man.
Get the fuck out.
Demand that trade right now.
Yeah, so next story, last two NBA trades. Serge Ibaka gets traded to the Magic for Oladipo, and then Derrick Rose gets traded to the Knicks for Robin Lopez.
Yep.
We'll start with the Knicks trade.
Here's the thing. On paper, it looks good. Mm-hmm. On paper, though, I mean, you're thinking Carmelo, Porzingis, and Rose. That could be a formidable threesome.
It could be.
But The problem I have is that, as we all know, Derek has not been himself the last few years, especially coming back from injury, and he's injury prone lately.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're telling me that Derek's going to stay healthy for the next 2-3 years,
fine.
The Knicks have a hell of a deal. They do, and they potentially have a team that could get to the conference finals.
Well, I know D Rose has like 1 year left on his deal. They'll have tons of cap space next year. And I guess they're saying this was all to try to get like LeBron and all the motherfuckers in there, like Paul, LeBron, Wade, and all them. Which I don't know how it's gonna work. We'll see.
I don't. You know what?
I mean, they'll have to get rid of Rose and Porzingis to make room.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna have to make room for them, and then plus, you know, I just don't see those guys leaving their current situations. You know,
not now for sure. Go ahead,
in the future, possibly the end of their careers. Let's all play in New York, whatever. But I think the trade right now for New York, it's a good trade if Rose stays healthy.
Mm-hmm.
If he stays healthy, they're a playoff team, potential conference finalist team.
I want them to be good. Like I think the Knicks are the basketball in the NBA is good when the Lakers, Celtics, Knicks, Chicago, and Philly when they're all those when they're all good, everybody's happy.
NBA's better, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now, we got Cleveland, that's great because it's LeBron. Like whatever team LeBron's on is great. You know what I'm saying? When the Lakers are good, whatever. But like you need those historical teams to be good. You know
so they bring that appeal. Mm-hmm. You know, these are the original cornerstone teams. You know, just like when the Celtics started being good again a few years back.
Like
you know, oh my gosh, them and the Lakers. You know, it was like, man, they made the NBA exciting again. You know, so I want to see New York do good. It also is going to depend on who else they bring in.
I agree.
Because they just cannot depend on Carmelo and Derrick Rose and Kristaps Porzingis. Because Melo, you know, besides last year, Melo's been injury prone as well.
Yeah. So,
you know, it depends who they bring in there, and we'll see how it works out.
We'll see what happens. All right, last story, like I said, the trade with Oladipo for Serge Ibaka. OKC deals him away. Now, I think they're trying to lure, another big-time free agent, or at least another player to Oklahoma City. I don't know. What do you think? I know they're trying to keep Kevin Durant, but do you think this will keep Kevin Durant in OKC?
You know, I when I saw the news come across, I was actually pretty shocked. Mm-hmm. It's hard to see how this trade is going to work out. Again, on paper, it actually does look like they made them better because now you're bringing some outside shooting, which is we know last year. You know,
athleticism on the perimeter.
Their shooting guards only scored 6 points per game last year, which is horrible. You know, Oladipo averaged like 15, I believe, in Orlando. On paper, it looks good. Bringing in Ersan Ilyasova is a good young player.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Exactly. So I think on paper, it looks good and whatnot. It's able for you to compete with the likes of Golden State even more. You know, the style they play. When it comes to Kevin Durant, I think, does it make it more likely that he'll stay? Yes, I do. But with all the reports out there, you know, he wants to win right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
And let's be real. If he went to Golden State like they're saying that he's taking a serious look at them, Golden State with Kevin Durant, you can pencil him in.
All right, well,
you can pencil him in.
I know ESPN releases yesterday that the Spurs, let's go, Warriors, and Thunder are the ones that are like got this first.
The leading guys,
the leading 3 meetings. So let's keep it real. If he goes to Golden State, wrap.
It's over.
If he goes to San Antonio, to wrap because you got Kawhi, Aldridge, and Durant and Tony Parker.
Yeah,
let's go. You know what I'm saying? He goes to Oklahoma City. Okay, I think they're gonna be good, but I don't think they get over the hump.
Yeah, I don't think NBA champions. You know, here's the other thing though that people have to consider. I think Kevin Durant needs to consider. You know, as exciting as we see him with the Spurs or Golden State, how would it hurt his legacy? Because if he goes to Golden State, you're basically joining a team that's already a championship contender. You know, and you're basically saying, look, I can't win unless I have this type of team.
But you know what, though, at this point, like, because to me, that legacy shit, I get it. But at the same time, I just want to win chips.
I mean, I understand
He's got his money. He's going.
Don't get me wrong. I fully agree. You want to win chips and everything, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you know, you can't carry a team. So you got to go join 2 superstars right now. Here's the other thing. I know people are going to say, well, LeBron. Let's be real. LeBron didn't have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Don't get me wrong. Dwayne Wade was very good, and Chris Bosh was good, but they all played 3 different positions. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh was a power forward center type guy. LeBron was a small forward, and D Wade was a guard. You know, and so they brought that core together, and it wasn't like D Wade and Chris Bosh just got done winning a championship and coming off a finals appearance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. They came together from Toronto, Cleveland, and Miami and formed that team. Kevin Durant will be going from Oklahoma City, who was pretty good already, to Golden State, who right now is the premier team in the West, joining Draymond, Clay, and Steph, or they already have a big three. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the Spurs. You know, again, I think it'd be interesting to see him play there. They already have a big three, considerably a big four in San Antonio already. So it's not like you're saying, hey, look, come join me somewhere.
You know what, nigga? I'm be selfish.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm the fucking San Antonio
Spurs fans and Golden State fans, you guys should be selfish. You know what I'm saying? If he goes there, you should be selfish and say, look, join my team.
Listen, I'm selfish as fuck. I'm trying to win titles. Let's go, Kevin. Hey, we'll take care of you.
I also do say it depends where he goes. What happens with LeBron? Because I do think LeBron's staying in Cleveland, but I also think it depends who they bring to Cleveland.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be a lot of guys who are gonna go after. You know, and also reports this week as well that don't count out LeBron going back to Miami and bringing people down there with him too. You know, so I think he's gonna look at it and see. Okay, well, let me see what LeBron's doing real quick, and then that depends on what kind of team he wants to be on.
I understand. So. All right, yo. So that's our thoughts about the NBA draft, these trades, and obviously the Cavs winning the title. Get out of here, Warriors fans. You guys are bitches. So there you have it. Thank you, Cortez, for being in this video. Sir. Like I always say, comment, like, and subscribe. Peace.
Hey, shout it what it is. Hey, shout it what it is. Hey, shout it what it is. Little buddy, what you on? Some violent shit. Two-stepping late back.